These are real quotes from the Washington Post about the deadly Capitol Hill riot, basically undermining its danger. Why is the press not using their teeth on this issue? Check this out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. So, as I was saying, this is insane. Here's a couple of actual quotes from the Washington Post. They're saying that some of these people are, quote, lesser offenders, and, quote, most of those arrested so far have no criminal records. You know, there's a first time for everything, right? Not to mention, the Post article adds, there's also a question over whether charging all the rioters could swamp the federal court system. Then maybe we need to bring in some temporary judges from elsewhere. I mean, in 1865, when we had an actual coup against the United States government and Abraham Lincoln was assassinated and a slaveholder, Andrew Johnson, was put in as president to blow up basically the results of the Civil War. And he set us down that course. They hanged 4 of the participants. Now, I'm not advocating the death penalty for anybody here, but, you know, they took it seriously. Samuel Arnold, Dr. Samuel Mudd, and Michael O'Flaughlin received life sentences of hard labor. Edmund Spangler got a 6-year sentence. John Wilkes Booth was chased into a burning barn where he was shot. Remember when Roy Cohn was leading the charge, Donald Trump's lawyer was leading the charge to put Ethel and Julius Rosenberg in the electric chair? And he succeeded, even though there was virtually no evidence against Ethel. She apparently had no idea what her husband was up to. George Washington put down an insurrection on horseback as president. Abraham Lincoln fought a bloody war against insurrections. We deal with traitors in this country. And frankly, I end my article today. Like I said, you can find links to it over on our Facebook page and on Twitter. I end my article today by pointing out that, just ask Rudy Giuliani what he thinks about this. I mean, not specifically about storming the Capitol, because we all know what he thinks about that. But, for years and years and years, what he said was, he called it his broken windows policy and stop and frisk. That if you don't stop small crimes, you're going to get large crimes. If you don't hold criminals to account the first time that they're arrested, they're going to be back a second, third, and fourth time. Rudy Giuliani. Meanwhile, we're finding at least 31 law enforcement officers in 12 states are being investigated for this sedition, for treason. 9 of the law enforcement officers are from 1 Pennsylvania Police Department, 3 from Los Angeles Police Department, 1 is an LA County Sheriff's Deputy, Oklahoma Sheriff, a New Hampshire Police Chief. I mean, it goes on and on. There's a good piece about that over at Daily Kos. Meanwhile, the state Republican, and Pete Sessions, the Republican from Texas, had tweeted back 3 days before the insurrection, before the coup attempt, the failed coup. Let's call it a fail. It wasn't it was an attempt, but it was an actual coup that failed. 3 days before that, Pete Sessions tweeted, "Had a great meeting today with folks from Stop the Steal at our nation's capital." Oh, another one giving them tours. "I encouraged them to keep fighting, and I assured them that I look forward to doing my duty on January 6th. And then he put the hashtag Stop the Steal. Right. Well, yesterday he deleted that tweet. I wonder why. Could it be used as evidence against him in a court of law?